F5, gentlemen.
Holy Perk, follow Perk.
And B, salute.
Halt!
Company,
Right
halt
face.
in front of you.
Right face.
At the halt.
Shoulder arms.
Company. Company.
Right.
Fall in. Form a half circle around the charge. Come closer. Gather around, gentlemen. Gather around, everybody.
Move it up.
Form up. HD, move out.
Move up, HD.
Come on up, boys. Come on up.
Crouch it in. Crouch it in. On the outside, HD. Crouch it in on the outside.
Get nice and comfy,
Gather
boys.
round. Gather round.
Tuck it in. Get tight.
Mind your guys' way.
Boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, fellow members of the War of Rights community, we gather here today not just to mourn the passing of a friend and brother in arms. We are here to remember and celebrate the life of Perk, who managed to leave an imprint on our lives and on the virtual battlefields where many of us spent countless hours with him. My name is Buckshot, and I stand before you not just as Perk's friend, but as someone who had the distinct pleasure of knowing him for 5 remarkable years. Many of us in the Midwest Brigade and other units of the Northern Aggression had the privilege of working very closely with Perk, and he was a constant presence in our Discord, and one that we got used to having around. Perk's passing is a sad reminder to all of us to appreciate the people that bring value to our lives. And Perk certainly did that to many of us here gathered today.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. A precious tear that grace appeared. The hour I first believed.
All right. At this time, I'd like to have a moment of silence for not just Perk, but for all of our members of the community that we've lost. You guys could please join me right now in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, I would invite Rooster to come up, or Staples, but I believe Rooster will be speaking on behalf of Staples and Crumb.
Everybody hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think I just had a couple thoughts I wanted to share. I think most of you knew Perk on the game for 6 years now. It was just crazy. It seems tough to know what to say when something like this happens. He's obviously a young man, and this happened pretty suddenly. Just a couple things about Perk. Again, 6 years, he was one of the first guys we had when we started First Cav. I originally knew Perk's brother from another game. It's got to be near 10 years ago. When we found online, I got shown a video of this weird little Civil War game. Decided to give it a shot. Perk showed up very early on. We started the unit up. And he's been with us ever since. You guys know him through in-game, him setting up shooting competitions. He's always been very dedicated to the community. Long after a lot of us stopped playing the game, he's showing up every weekend, near 6 years. That really does mean a lot. Those of you who played with him, you know he was, very dedicated, very into the artillery. He's always working very hard when we're not having events, when we're not in drill camps. He's setting up shooting competitions or sword competitions, whatever it is. Giving away gift cards on his own dime. He's always been very generous. Tough to see something like this happen. So tough to know what to say. It made me think. I think this is really what I wanted to share about this. Seems strange. Talk with people outside the game, people in your family, friends, college buddies, whatever it is, people you work with. This always comes up because we spend so much time together. You just end up, telling a story or something like that. And it seems very strange to them how much we invest in people that we've only met in digital world, whatever you want to call it. How can somebody that you've only met on Discord or in some video game be a real friend? It really made me think about that. And I think the answer is, the time spent, the effort given, and what you choose to trust them with. His First Cav trusted Perk with a lot. We throw around the term brother a lot. And I think, to me, it's always seemed a bit strange, but I think it applies more than I'd like to admit. What is a brother, right? 6 years of hanging out with Perk in the game, playing other games, laughing, arguing, disagreeing. We disagreed about a lot, fought like brothers, strategizing, whatever it is. And I think, all of that easily proves, friendship. And I find it pretty difficult to argue against that, being a brother. So, I wanted to just thank everybody for coming out. This means a lot to, Perk. I know his sister and his brother. This is being recorded and going to be sent to them. And it means a lot to us as First Cav too. So we appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you, MWB, and anyone else that had a hand in setting this up. It does mean a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. I appreciate it.
Our unit, the Midwest Brigade, fought alongside Perk and First Cav through many virtual battlefields in War of Rights. And though we may have never actually been in a battle line together in the traditional sense, the camaraderie we forged was every bit as real. Presence in our War of Rights community wasn't just as a player. Perk was a cornerstone. He was reliable, steadfast, irreplaceable. Some of you may know Perk from the pistol and sword duels he put on. Events he organized simply for the joy of others. And his generosity knew no bounds. He'd dig into his own pockets to award the winners of these duels, asking for nothing but smiles in return. His enthusiasm for the game and this community never dimmed. He had this uncanny ability to encourage us to do more and be better, simply by being Perk. Perk had the kind of respect that doesn't demand attention. It's the respect that's earned, genuine, freely given in return. He was honorable, and not in just the antiquated sense bound by rigid codes. but in the way he conducted himself. His respectfulness didn't spring from some formal training, it came from within. Natural extension of his character that made him a friend to many. What will we miss most about Perk? As for me, I'm going to miss those smart-ass comments, the ones only he could deliver with just the right twinge of sarcasm and warmth. I'll miss the nights of artillery map ranging and talking about everything and nothing while firing shots and writing down numbers over and over for hours. These are the times that I'll hold on to when the weight of his absence sinks in. So let's celebrate Perk. Let's remember the jokes, dared victories, the lessons of respect and honor he taught through his actions. And when we next rally on the virtual battlefields of War of Rights, let's carry him with us, not as a shadow, but as an ever-present ally, urging us to aim true, march forward with the same steadfast heart he showed us.
Let us pause in life's pleasures and count its many tears, while we all sub sorrow with good. There's a song that will linger forever in our ears, for hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. There's a poor drooping maiden who toils her life away with a worn heart whose better days are o'er. Though her voice should be merry, is sighing all the day. Oh, hard times come again no more. 'Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Tis a sigh that is wafted across the troubled wave. Tis a wail that is heard upon the shore. Tis a dirge that is murmured around the lonely grave. Oh, hard times come again no more. Tis the song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Tis a song, the sigh of the weary. Hard times come again no more. Many days you have lingered around my cabin door. Oh, hard times come again no more. Oh, hard times come again no more.
At this time, I would ask Chicken from HD to come up. Thank you. he has a few words he'd like to say. As you know, Perk was friends to many, not just on the Union side.
Yeah. I met Perk about 2 years ago, and one thing that I learned about him real quickly was that he loved this community. In some ways, I think the War of Rights community was like a second family to him, much like how it has been for many of us, myself included. He was always trying to find new things for us as a community to do within War of Rights, whether it be a pistol duel, a melee duel, or something new to do. Always was focused on us as a community, coming together and forming bonds and friendships with each other outside of our regular unit, so outside of HD or TNA or A&B. He wanted us to all come together. I believe the best way that we can remember him is to continue to come together and to continue to form these bonds and friendships with each other, regardless of what regiments we might be in. That's all I got.
Thank you, Chicken. Alright, at this time I'd ask you all to please join us in marching up to the hill that Perk called the Flower Patch. One of his favorite maps to play, and the Flower Patch was his favorite spot to shoot cannons from. There, we will salute him with an infantry volley, followed by an artillery barrage. Hayes, take it.
Company, rise! Fall out! Fall back into formation.
off to the right.
Company! Left face!
Left face, left face.
Left face towards the cannons.
Right shoulder down.
Here you're pushing X, and then it says right shoulder shift, push T.
Shoulder arms.
Rooster, chicken. Come up
To
here.
your right, gentlemen. If there's any gaps, just clean it up. Look to your right.
Darkness.
Ass chicken, come up here.
Haze.
Cloud ass chicken, come up here.
Yeah, if we need to, send 3 people to the cap to stop the timers. 3 union to go cap if we're gonna run out of time.
Roger.
Today, as we bid farewell to Perk, let us remember that while his voice may have fallen silent,
There we go.
the stories he wrote in our lives will speak forever. Our gratitude for having known him is as vast as the history that he loved and as deep as the bonds he's formed.
Company! About face! Company! At the ready!
Ready?
Right click.
Take aim!
Hey.
Fire! Reload!
Low.
Reload!
Jack!
Take aim!
Take it!
Fire! Reload!
Reload! Jack!
Take aim!
Come take aim!
Company, about face!
Up face! Out face.
Present arms! P.
P.
Press P.
About face, gentlemen. Present.
Midwest Brigade would like to take this time to announce that Perk has been promoted to the honorary title of Brigadier General within the MWB. He is an exemplar of the Army values of duty, honor, and country, and will hold an honored place both within our hearts and in our brigade from this time until the end of time. Goodbye, dear friend. You may have left this battlefield, but you will live on in our memories, and you will be dearly missed. We would like to thank all of you who attended this ceremony. It means a lot to us to honor our friend, and your kindness will not be forgotten. The last cannon up there, known as the Napoleon, and it was Perk's favorite cannon during matches. His spot in the battery was usually gun number 2, and so we have saved it for last, to fire in his memory. Rest in peace, Perk. Rest in peace, Perk. We salute you.